Sometimes I wonder what's the point? What purpose do I serve when a million miles of heartache is all I have observed? I have to ask myself, why is this happening to me? Perhaps it's because my spirituality is not where it should be.
Hello.
My faith in God
Hello,
is not as
everyone.
big as it
I
must
am Terry
be.
Turner Salter, and I am here. It's a conversation with tea. What a way to start your day with a cup of tea, right? So, I have the beautiful, beautiful, talented Rolanda Macharia, and she is a force to be reckoned with. She's like a tornado, you guys, coming in. She is a talented actress, screenwriter, and an emerging movie producer. She's not your ordinary talent either. Like I said, she's a force to be reckoned with in the entertainment industry. She has a captivating presence. I'm talking both on and off the screen. Miss Rolanda has made a name for herself, you guys. She is a versatile actress, okay? Not only acting, but just a gifted screenwriter. Just a gifted screenwriter. And I am so happy to have her presence here today. She just has a passion for storytelling, and it led her to pursue a career in acting and producing screenplays. Her performance has earned her a critical acclaim, and she is dedicated. She has a huge fan base, showcasing her ability to embody a diverse characters with in-depth authenticity. Okay, her latest book is called "He Heard My Cry," and let me tell you guys, I couldn't put the book down. I could not put it down, and it's based on her life. And so, I mean, what an interesting life, okay? But it kept my attention. And that's what you want. You want to pick up a book that captures your attention. And then I, Grover and I drove 8 hours away from Orange, Texas, guys, just to see the play. So let me tell you, her talents extend far beyond the spotlight. Okay, this book and her plays are inspired by her own experiences and her stories that's around her as well. Okay, so this here captivated my attention. Her play captivated the audience. As I looked around in there, I saw just how intrigued and how they wanted more just sitting in the audience. Okay, so I'm just excited about what she brings. She continues to improve on her craft as a screenwriter and playwright. She has set her sights on producing. She has a keen eye for storytelling and unwavering dedication to her craft. She's poised and make a significant mark in this world. She's making a mark in the cinema. I'm telling you. I want you guys to keep an eye out for her. Her name is Rolanda Macharia. Keep an eye out for her. Her books, her plays. You know, when we think about plays, we often, when you think about a play, you think about Tyler Perry. Let me tell you, when I saw this play, I could see Tyler being pushed to the side for a second. So let me just say, I'm thrilled about you being here. I'm excited about you being here. Um, and I know that I've given you an introduction, but I want you to please tell the people about you as I take another sip of my tea.
Thank you so much, Miss Terry. And that tea looks delicious, by the way.
Thank
Um,
you.
you're welcome. I am Rolanda Macharia and originally raised in Los Angeles, California. Uh,
Uh-huh.
currently, I'm the executive director of a nonprofit organization called Lift R&R, which stands for Laboring in the Field Together Resources and Referrals. And we service in Collin County, Texas, where we're helping families in poverty. That's huge for me because that was a result of God hearing my cry. So
Right.
everything, I feel like every part of the journey that I've been on, uh it was purposeful. Even the rough patches, all of it was purposeful because God wanted to institute compassion and empathy inside of me so that I would be able to help others. I am married to James Macharia. He is from Nairobi, Kenya. Uh,
Wow.
we've been together about 9 years right now, so totally cool. I have 5 adult children, one bonus daughter, and I have 22 grandchildren, with my 23rd on its way July 1st. So I'm so
Wow.
excited. Currently, we are super excited because on June the 22nd, we will be having our red carpet premiere. So the film is Unintended Consequences. I'm acting in that film, as well as we will be doing the short, which is called Choose Wisely. And that's a film that I produced with Transformation Film Institute. So a lot is going on, and I'm super excited to be here. And thank you so much for that wonderful introduction.
Well, thank you, thank you. You know what? I want to just dive right into it. What made you want to pursue it? I mean, is this something you thought about? This is your dream. What? How did you get here?
That's a great question, Terry. My actual occupation is I work as a workforce analyst as well with Bank of America for 23. I never thought that I would be in film or in screenplay writing. But my two sisters and I, our journey together as a family had gone through so much that over the last 2 decades, we wanted to write a compilation book called A Tale of Three Queens that was based upon me and my two sisters and the perspective that we all brought from being raised in the same house around the same parents, but we totally saw things differently. And as much as we tried to go there, we never were able to get there. And in August of 2022, I just had this, it's like I received the unction to write the book. So, to write the book about my personal journey. And I'll share just a glimpse of the book called He Heard My Cry. Is because in 1999, in a midst of turmoil and a trauma, growing up as a child, and all the things that happened to me in my adult life up until that day, I literally took my kids to school and my babies to daycare. I called my job and told them I was not coming in that day. And I went home to write my suicide note. It was my
Mm,
decision to take my life that day.
wow.
And what happened is I didn't grow up in church. I had no relationship, no spiritual relationship at all with God or anything like that. The only thing I knew about God is what I'd heard people saying just in passing. But after I finished writing that note, I heard a voice, and it was nobody but me in the house. But I heard that voice, and the voice gave me some options. And all of those options were around what was I going to do with my 5 children that were there. And when I
Mm,
tell you, he literally laid out like a smorgasbord of you can do this, and this. But these are the options that you leave behind for your 5 children if you make that decision. And it was in
mm,
that moment that I dropped down to my knees and I began to cry out to God and say, then help me. That was 24 years ago, because what he did was he really helped me. He showed me someone that had been asking me to come to church over a period of time, and I'd always told them no. But that particular day, that's the person he showed me, and that's who I called. That person took me and my children to church, and I began to study the Bible for the next 6 months, and then I got baptized. So fast forward in 2022, when the Lord laid it on my heart to begin to write that book, I gave myself a deadline until December of 2022 to finish it. It was finished in December. In March of 2023, we launched the book, He Heard My Cry, at a book launch. March 2024, that book had been adapted into a stage play with a cast and crew of 16. So we were able to do that stage play at the Plaza Theater in Garland, Texas. And now we're in the process of making the movie, which will be done this year.
wow. That is just amazing. You know what? People just don't realize, but when God say He is there for you in a time of trouble, when you really need Him, He's a help. He is there. He is there. We just have to listen. You
Yes,
know, a lot of times we just don't listen. So I'm so thankful that God was there um, in a time when you needed Him the most.
ex-
Because you know you have what you're doing, inspiring and here for your children, for your family. It's remarkable, and I'm gonna just tell you to see you to read this book did something for me. To see the things you know, you never know what people are actually going through in life. You think sometimes because you stumped your toe that that was the worst thing that you could imagine, but you
right,
have no clue what other people may be really dealing with in life. And so your book made me have all sorts of emotions, to be honest with you. I was all over the place, but that's a good book. When
right,
the book have you thinking, having empathy, having fear, having hurt, you just feeling all kind of ways.
right.
That's a good book
Thank
because that's what you wanted. You wanted me to really understand each character and what they were actually dealing with and going through. So I
absolutely.
thank you for that.
Thank you.
Um, and then when I saw the play, it was worth traveling 8 hours. Okay, let me just say that. Thank you for allowing people to because that's an intimate side of you. For
Yeah,
you to give this, to write this book, you had to give a lot of yourself
yeah,
and your family, your sisters, and because I don't want to spoil it. I want people to go and patronize you, to go, and if they are into really reading a great book
yeah.
about someone's life, um, this book tops them all. I would love to say that. It's a book that should be a part of anyone's collection if they read books. So I'm just excited that I have an opportunity to sit before you and interview you. This is a wonderful thing that you have brought to the screen. I'm excited for you. He heard my cry, and honey, he heard your cry.
Yes, he
and
did.
uh, and look at you today. So now you're able to share your talents, a new talent that you didn't even know you had, that God pulled out of you. So God's timing is always on time, isn't it?
And
Sometimes God is able to bring out things in us that we didn't even know that we had within ourselves.
exactly. And what I loved about this is that I could see his hand orchestrating and moving through that entire process, because after the book launch, one of the ladies at the book launch reached out to me 2 days later, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this has got to get to film." And before I know it, we're on interviews with Channel 5, Jane McGrory. We're on all type of podcasts. We're everywhere talking about what this book brings and the opportunities for film. And
Yeah,
somewhere in there, I one day I was like, I didn't know Tyler Perry from films. I knew Tyler Perry from stage plays. I watched
right.
every the stage plays. And I was like, wow. It's like I wonder if this could be adapted to a stage play. And that literally was the catalyst that pushed that forward. Is I had been in a stage play about 10 years before with a lady in the city, not too far from me. And I reached out to her and asked her about, is she still doing stage plays? And she said, well, I haven't done it in 2 years, but somebody just asked me last week, when do I plan on going again? And she said, when God gives me the right project. I
Wow.
said, can I stop at your house and drop off this book? And she said, yes. A day later, after she read the book, she was like, Ro, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for.
Wow.
I look at his hand move. It sent me just where we needed to go. Collaboration and relationships with people I had already established a decade before, never knowing that this was the journey that God would send me on. But this is exactly what he did. And because of it, I've been able to bring so many people into film, into writing, and into stage play. This cast was phenomenal. It absolutely couldn't have been done without them or the director, Linda J. She is phenomenal.
I have to say, the actors and actress that you had in this play, they were so seasoned, and the young lady who played you,
Yes, Samara.
unbelievable, just truly
Woo!
unbelievable. And so everybody, every single, from the little bitty girls to the teenager, to the dad, to the mom, everybody was on point. And I mean, you, if I had to give a Oscar, a Grammy, or whichever one they needed to get for a playwright, they all deserved it that night, because it just blew me away, the
Yes,
talent that you had on that stage deserves to be on television,
yes,
because they are so talented, and the world deserves to see them in
that's right.
it doing what they love to do and doing. I mean, it was phenomenal. The producer, everybody, this book was amazing. It is amazing.
Thank you.
And so this is just one of many, many, many. And like I said, we know Tyler Perry isn't going anywhere, but surely he can move over just a little bit to let you through, because I think it's wonderful, and in this world there's enough money and talent for everybody to just get a piece of the pie. It's about getting out here and giving people opportunities, and you have given lots of people, especially all the people that was in this play, because it was a lot of them. It was a
Yes,
lot of people in this play, and it's just a lot that goes into it to even do a screenplay. I had no idea that it was that much, but I'm just blown away with the talent. I'm blown away with your writing skills, and you just a force to be reckoned with. I mean, we thought we saw something with Hurricane Harvey came through, baby. You coming through, and you are tearing things up. So I'm just excited about it. Tell us a little bit about what your new project is.
yeah. So right now the new project is the movie He Heard My Cry. So we will be finishing the script, and we're going to be doing an open casting call audition. So we want to make sure that we get the right people for those parts to bring exactly what we need in there.
Right.
So we're super excited about that. And let's see. I just at this point, between the producing, I'm writing another film. We just finished in November. I wrote a screenplay called No Laughing Matter, and that was recorded in November, and so that was totally cool. And now we're looking at writing another one after this one is done. So it's called Quiet Noise. Be on the lookout. But I'm in writing zone right now, and I'm in producing zone. So super excited about that, and bringing the play to different areas. So right now we're in North Texas. We have some people out in Amarillo reaching out to us to see if we can bring that play to Amarillo. We also have some people here that is asking if we can bring it out to Waxahachie. So coordinating all of those things so we can literally get this play out and about and move it to different places, just so people can be blessed by the the sheer fact that one of the things that came out of the play is understanding people's trauma. It's one thing to see how a person is, it's another one to go back and see how they became that way, and then to be able to forgive. And so,
Yes.
sure, everybody understands the power of forgiveness. And this play does just that. It shows the power of forgiveness across the board and not holding on to unforgiveness.
Yes. Wow. You know, that touched me the most. No matter what you went through in life, that God saw fit and you to give the same grace and the same mercy that God that gave to you, that gave to me, that gives to everyone daily, because daily we bite the apple, right?
Right, right.
Daily we continually hurt God,
Mm,
because we live in a way that's contrary to his guidelines, his rules, his laws for our lives. And so, but he continues to forgive us. And so through it all, in him hearing your cry,
Yep.
um, you still had an opportunity, and you still saw in yourself a forgiveness to forgive someone else, um, no matter what you went through, because you could have harvested all of that, right?
Right.
And it could have trickled down and affected other people.
Right.
But through it all, you saw forgiveness as the key, and now you're sharing it with the world, because see, other people, it's in your place right now, where you were in this book.
Yes.
There are people today that are they're wearing your shoes.
Correct.
They're wearing the same shoes
Woo.
you had on in this book.
Yes, ma'am.
But you're giving them hope, because God heard your cry, and he changed the scenario of your life. And
Mm,
so you know it's going to give people hope.
absolutely.
Hope.
There's there's a worship song. There's a worship song, Terry, and it's by Aware Worship, and it's called Trusting God.
Mm,
One of the things that it says is, I sought the Lord and he heard and he answered. And I'm
mm,
constantly reminded that all the way back when the Israelites were in bondage in Egypt,
yes.
the Bible would say they cried out and he heard
Right. And
and
he
he
heard.
and he raised up a deliverer to bring them out. And I just know that that's what he did in my life. And I'm so grateful that I was able to break some generational things, some strongholds, because I have 5 children. And the life that they would have lived had I continued down the road that I was on would not have been one that I was proud of, nor that one that I would have wanted for them. And so not only did he hear me and he heard my cry, a wretch undone, somebody who wasn't studying him, but he also changed the trajectory of all 5 of my children's life and therefore my grandchildren. And I stand in awe. I stand in awe at his goodness on me, mercy on somebody who didn't even know him. It's remarkable.
Mm, that's some good tea tonight, right? So
Right?
I just want to tell you, thank you so much, for all that you are doing. I'm just so excited about what you are doing in this industry. When I think of screenwriters or movie producers, I think about the lady who Grey's Anatomy, Rolanda Land.
Mm,
Her name is, I think it's Shalonda, something like that, Rhymes. If I might have her name a little wrong, but um, I'm just excited about what you're doing. We got Rolanda Macharia here today, and I'm just excited about what you're doing. You're gonna be the next I ain't gonna say the next Tyler Perry. You're gonna be yourself, but you're gonna be this next big screenwriter, and I'm rooting for you. I'm standing behind you. We want to see your plays all over in every city. That's what we want to see, and that's what we're gonna claim in Jesus' name tonight. And that you're gonna be all over the place, and people, the lines are gonna be standing all down the road,
awesome.
trying to get in to see one of your plays. So I'm just excited for you. How can anybody um, get your book? How can someone
The
get it?
book, the soft copy, like the one that you have in your hand, that's available
Yes.
Lulu, Lulu.com. The
Okay.
Kindle is available on Amazon, and Barnes
Okay.
and Nobles is carrying our ebook. So depending on how you like it, you have ebook, Kindle version, and the soft copy available for you.
Oh wow. Well, I it was it was a must to have this copy so that I can add it to my collection.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. He heard my cry. He heard her cry, and he hears my cry, and he hears your cry. And so, if you're going through something, I want you to know that God hears your cry. Is it anything that you want to let someone know, inspirational, out there, based on your life and based on your book?
Yeah, and just also, so they don't have to go all over the place. My website is Rolanda shouldersmacharia.com. And if they click on there, they can find out more about me, and they can
Okay.
also click there to purchase any of the books as well. It'll take them to Amazon, Lulu, or uh, Amazon, Lulu, or Barnes and Noble. So any of the places where our books are sold. And if I had to leave people with one thing, it is don't give up, number one. And then to be empathetic, there's a guy named Kevin, and if you look online, Kevin was one of the only people to survive jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. Uh,
Wow.
Kevin jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and lived. And one of the things that he said is on his way to the Golden Gate Bridge to commit suicide, which is why he was on his way there on the bus, that he was hoping that somebody would just speak to him, just say
Mhm.
hello, just ask how his day was, see how he was doing. He said nobody spoke at all. He said, so when he got to the Golden State Bridge, he was standing at the bridge and police officers went past him and people went past him, and he jumped. He said nobody said anything to him. He felt so invisible and that there was no hope, and he jumped. And he said from the moment he let go and he jumped, he had a change of heart, but there was
Mhm.
nothing he could do at that point because he'd already jumped. And by the grace of God, he lived to tell the story. And now he
Mhm.
goes around all over the world telling people his story of hope, and that how he was saved in the midst of that, where everybody else who had jumped had been dying. And he's now telling his story. So I think for me, it's to tell people I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how bad it looks like. I don't care what you've done. I don't care how bad it looks to you.
Mhm.
There is no depth too deep that God cannot hear you and save
Mhm.
you and bring you out, because he did it for me.
Wow. Wow. Well, I thank you. I thank you for writing this book, allowing God to plant that seed in you. And I tell you, it has blossomed into a beautiful, beautiful flower for us to smell for years to come. So I thank you for being here tonight. And now I have a great friend that I'm going to help promote as much as I can, so that other people will be able to get a piece of your gift.
Thank you.
So God bless you, and may God continue to open up many, many doors for you that only He can open up, and may His blessings pour out of heaven.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Miss T. Have a
Well,
wonderful evening.
thank you.
I
Thank you.
appreciate
You do the same, and I'm looking forward to seeing your upcoming short play, your movies, and
you.
and hey, wait no more books.
Yay. Look, we get
Yay!
getting through this trilogy. We going book, stage play, film, and that is my passion project. And just to see God pull it across all these mediums, I could not be happier. I'm so grateful for the people he's put in my life, and all of the opportunities of the doors that he has opened. And man, the past 24 years has just been a journey of amazing recovery and restoration. So I'm so grateful.
Wow. Well, I thank you. I thank you for writing this book, allowing God to plant that seed in you. And I tell you, it has blossomed into a beautiful, beautiful flower for us to smell for years to come. So I thank you for being here tonight. And now I have a great friend that I'm going to help promote as much as I can, so that other people will be able to get a piece of your gift.
Thank you.
So God bless you, and may God continue to open up many, many doors for you that only He can open up, and may His blessings pour out of heaven.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Miss T. Have a
Well,
wonderful evening.
thank you.
I
Thank you.
appreciate
You do the same, and I'm looking forward to seeing your upcoming short play, your movies, and
it.
and hey, wait no more books.
Yay. Look, we
Yay!
getting through this trilogy. We going book, stage play, film, and that is my passion project. And just to see God pull it across all these mediums, I could not be happier. I'm so grateful for the people he's put in my life, and all of the opportunities of the doors that he has opened. And man, the past 24 years has just been a journey of amazing recovery and restoration. So I'm so grateful.
Wow. So, and you're looking for new talent too, right?
Yes, we are. I will, as a matter of fact, I'll give my telephone number, Miss Terry. If anybody wants to reach out, if they want to reach out for acting or know about the movie that's premiering on June the 22nd, that's going to be at Digital Galaxy Theater in the Colony, Texas. But they can always reach out to me at 972-369-5225, and I'll be happy to take their call.
Okay. Well, thank you so much again, and thank you for giving other people an opportunity, especially those that are wanting to break into the career of acting and just learning about what you do.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
God bless you again. Thank you again, and I look forward to speaking to you again
Absolutely.
soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.